again. I'm Dr. Biggers, and welcome to Anatomy and Physiology 1. I hope you found the last video I sent you that discussed student tools for success helpful. I really think it's important that I do a quick video to give you an overview of how to navigate the online course so that you're able to find due dates and know what expectations are and just feel comfortable in the classroom environment. So to start with, many of the actual different important tabs are going to be over here on the left-hand ribbon. Majority of what we're going to do is going to be found in the homework tab. Just so that I can just reinforce some of the things that we learn in the actual resource, Student Tools for Success video. You have your Smart Thinking Online Tutoring right here, text aids, and then when you go to the top and you look at the very top, don't forget you have all of these tabs that are here, especially the student tools and the institutional tools that are available to help you. If you have a disability and you might possibly need some additional help, then here is our accessibility tab that will help you find who to talk to, and make sure that I'm aware that you need additional help so that I can help you navigate as well. I'm always available. I will be sending a short video explaining how to do some of our communication tabs and how to communicate with me and the best way to get a quick response. So to get started, go into your homework tab right here. Under the homework tab, the very first thing you're going to see is the syllabus. You also can access the syllabus right here for a quick reference. In the syllabus, I've tried to give you all of the information that you would possibly need to understand how to calculate your grade, what's expected of you, and what those due dates are. So as you scroll through the actual syllabus, I want to draw your attention to what my office hours are, when I'm available, what classes I'm in, where I'm located if you need me and you come to campus, just so that you're aware. If you have a conflict and you're in a 12:30 class, then you can attend my 9 a.m. class. Or if you have a 9 a.m. class and you have a conflict, you can come to my 12:30 class. Here are the classrooms that are located in lecture and lab. Right here is all your information that you need to know about how the grade is calculated, how it's averaged. If you have some kind of a conflict with maybe my teaching style, please follow this grievance procedure so that we can actually resolve it in the best way possible. My purpose here is to make sure that you have a good environment to learn, so it's never my intention to have a grievance issue, but please bring it to my attention first, and then if we can't make a resolution, you'll be able to go through this chain of command. And many of these things that are on the syllabus, we will actually talk about in the actual online syllabus discussion. So what I really want to do is to skip down to here and talk about how the actual course is designed, the timeline. If you look on this left-hand side, this is our lecture schedule, and this is our lab schedule. Our lecture schedule will be using the textbook, and the lab schedule will be using the lab book. The lab book has got the actual pull-out pages that we won't utilize, but you'll be filling out so that you can use to prepare for lab practicals. If you look here, we have weekly vocabulary quizzes, and we have weekly muscle bone quizzes. Those quizzes are to help prepare you throughout the semester to when we actually cover the material, so that you have some background. Since the actual pace of the class is an 8-week class, I wanted you to have as much time as possible to learn your bones and your muscles. I have resources to lead you through that, and I will discuss those resources soon. All right, so this is going to tell you what the lecture is and what the lab is. Then we're going to actually scroll down further, and right here I have created a calendar, and down here is all of the due dates that you're expected. Here's all of our major exams, all of our vocabulary quiz deadlines and due dates, and muscle bone quizzes. Here also gives you the information of just the course information, the last day to withdraw. If you get enrolled in the class and you decide that you can't take the class, you don't have time, if you quickly drop the course, then you will be able to get money back. These are the dates that allow you to get reimbursed. So that's just a little bit more information than you need, but I want to be familiar that the syllabus is your tool and your guide to help you navigate the semester. Now, how do you navigate the actual class itself? So here we go. When you follow the homework tab, we just saw the syllabus. You have already seen the Student Tools for Success video that was emailed to you prior to the class starting. If you want to follow along with lecture notes and you do better with hard copy, you can print all of the actual lecture notes for this class from right here. All of your exam reviews are right here. If you want to check your lab book answers when you're working in your lab and it's in the middle of the night, you're actually able to check and grade your lab book right here. Now, obviously, it's not going to help you if you don't go through the process. If you go straight to the answers and don't fill out the lab book, that's not going to be helpful when you try to prepare for your examinations. So make sure you do your due diligence and you do the lab work and then check your answers. When you are assigned an exam, you will find it in this folder here. When you are assigned a quiz, you will find it in this folder here. So those are just a few of the accessory tools that you will need to complete the class. The main material is going to be found in your weekly files. And for example, when you click on your weekly file, you will have a lecture portion and a lab portion. That aligns to, in your syllabus, the two columns that we just looked at, your lecture schedule and your lab schedule. So the first week, you will be responsible to cover chapter 1 and chapter 2. I've added some specific study tips throughout just to give you some ideas how to study to be a little more successful. You know, I don't think there has ever been a course taught to teach students how to be a good student. We've all been expected to know how to do it. And I think just to tweak a little bit of your habits will make you a much better student. So I'm going to try to work with you throughout the semester to try to improve some of your student study techniques. And so you'll see these in each folder. Up here, you will have some pre-class assignment activities. These pre-class assignment activities are optional and they are going to help you prepare for the examinations. If you read through the pre-class materials and you know the answers, then you are ready for the exams. Anytime you need to do a vocabulary quiz, weekly vocabulary quiz, you will be able to find the weekly information right here for your vocabulary assignment. So everything you need to complete this course successfully will be in your weekly folders. There will be online assignments, and so let me just kind of show you quickly how this works. This is going to be chapter 2 work. And when you're going through chapter 2, you'll click there. This is a software called SoftChalk. Built into the actual lectures, you will have activities to do to help reinforce your knowledge as you read the material. This material comes directly from your textbook. So if there's something that you're not following in the summarized notes that are available for you here that you can also print, you can refer to your textbook for that information. And the reason that I'm scanning this and I'm going page by page is because as you read through the material, what you'll see is you will find activities. These activities are automatically graded and they will look something like this right here. And you will take and you actually complete it. There's some that are labeling, matching, some order, and you can, this was automatic. and it will go into the grade book and it will count as your online homework. If you make a mistake, it will let you know automatically. I would recommend finishing it and learning everything, then restarting it for a 100. So throughout the reading of your chapters, you will actually be completing activities as you work. So that's kind of an interesting approach. And it was done so that you can utilize the new knowledge that you're learning through reading and reinforce your understanding. All right. You'll see the same kind of, you'll see the same kind of layout if you were to go into a lab folder. So let's go back up and let's go into another folder for the week. And just so you know where we're at, we just went into the week 1 folder, and you have a lecture assignment, and then you also have a lab assignment. This is a 3-hour course per day, and so half of it will be spent in lecture, half will be spent in lab. This will correlate, the exercises will correlate with your lab book, chapters will correlate with your textbook. And just like the online homework in the chapter, you will actually log in here and have online homework in your lab that matches your textbook, lab book, excuse me. I think looks like I need to fix this link. So, all right. So I'm in my lab exercise. I fixed the link. And when you go through the content pages, just like we did with our chapter work, you will actually again see active learning activities that will be pulled from your lab book. So these images come from your lab book, and you reinforce your understanding by utilizing and actively doing assignments to help you learn and reinforce your understanding. All right, guys, I think we are ready to get started and have a great semester. So I look forward to leading you and helping you, and please do not hesitate asking any question that you might need. This is going to be hopefully a good learning experience that you will enjoy and value for years to come.